Hello everyone, this is Abhurva, a legal intern in Lexley Company. For today, I'm going to talk about Advocates Protection Bill 2021. So, on July 2nd, 2021, the Bar Council of India released the draft of the Advocates Protection Bill 2021. A seven-member committee had been constituted to frame the bill, keeping in mind the problem and adversities faced by advocates and their families. So the object of the bill is that the preamble states that the bill is for the protection of advocates and their functions in discharge of professional duties. So it then states an extensive 9 points of the objectives and reasons for the bill. The main reasons for the bill is stated to be the protection of advocates and to remove obstructions in the discharge of their duties. So there are various reasons mentioned in the bill that cause obstruction in performance of duties. So the bill came up also to implement the 8th United Nations Congress on Prevention of Crime and Treatment of Offenders 1990, to which India was a party. So it was in this Congress that the basic principle on role of lawyers was also adopted. So in this declaration, there are clauses that guarantee the functioning of lawyers. It sought to make sure that governments protect lawyers and they are able to perform their duties. The recent high rise in incidents of assault, kidnappings, intimidations, and regular threats caused to advocates is a major reason where the security of lawyers is threatened as a result of their duty. So they shall be adequately safeguarded by the authorities. So to protect advocates, such an act is necessary. It also states to ensure social security and minimum necessity for life for advocates. So in this bill, the acts of violence are defined. So in total, the draft bill locates 16 sections in respect of its objectives. So under section 2 of the bill, the definition of advocate is to be the same as in that of Advocates Act 1961. So there are advocate means an advocate entered in any role under the provision of that act. So the same section also defines acts of violence. So these include all such acts committed against the advocates with an intent to prejudice or derail the process of impartial, fair, and the fearless litigation. So these acts could be the could be a threat, harassment, coercion, assault, malicious prosecution, criminal force, harm, hurt, injury, etc. So that potentially impact the living and working conditions of advocates. So this also includes loss or damage of property. So these offences are to be cognizable and non-bailable. So punishment, the bill also states punishments and compensation. Section 3 and 4 talks about punishment and compensation. So the punishments can start from 6 months and extended up to 5 years, and for subsequent offence up to 10 years. So fines start at rupees 50,000 and goes up to rupees 1 lakh, and for subsequent offences fines can go up to rupees 10 lakhs. The bill also empowers the court to award compensation to advocates for the wrongs committed against them. The bill proposes that the investigation in these offences shall not be done by any person below the rank of superintendent of police and must be completed within 30 days of the registration of the FIR. So the bill also proposes the right of police protection to advocates upon proper investigation by the court. So the next important provision in the bill is that of constituting a redressal committee. So a 3-member committee for redressal of grievances of advocates and bar associations has been provided at each level, that is district, high court, and supreme court. So the head of this committee is to be the head of judiciary of that level, such as district judge for district level, chief judge for his nominee for high court or his nominee for high court level, and chief justice of India or his nominee for supreme court level. So the appointment of the remaining 2 members is to be done by the nomination by the respective bar councils. So the president of the bar council shall be the special invitee at the meetings of the redressal committee. So no suit is to be instituted against a lawyer who has been working in good faith. So the communications between the advocates and their clients must be respected. So the confidentiality must be protected. Also, the important provision under this bill is that protection against arrest and prosecution. So, the section 11 provides that no police officer shall arrest an advocate or investigate a case against an advocate without the specific order of the chief judicial magistrate. When information is given to an officer in charge of a police station of a commission of any offence by an advocate, the police officer shall enter or cause to be entered the substance of information with a book to be kept by such officer, and refer the information with other connected materials to the nearest chief judicial magistrate, who shall hold a preliminary inquiry into the case, and the chief judicial magistrate concerned shall issue notice to the advocate and give opportunity of hearing to him or to his counsel or representative. So that's it for today. If you like my video, please subscribe this channel and please share the videos, new uploads, and be updated with our new uploads. Thank you.